Hey folks, this is Vent with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Scrapnaut. This is a game that's coming to Steam's Early Access program on March 3rd, 2021, about 5 days from now as of the date and time of this recording. There is a free-to-play demo that you can download should you want to try the game out for yourself. So what is Scrapnaut? Well, I've been spending a lot of time with this one. I intended to go in and play it for a couple of hours just to see what it was like, and well, it's now 10 p.m. and I was like, well, there goes my day. This is a top-down base-building survival game with a steampunk theme. The game starts you off on this crashed plane, and the ground is saturated with pollution, and one of your first tasks is to repair this oxygen filter, which is nearby, in order to sort of clear the land so that you can walk around freely. Once you manage to do that, and that's part of the tutorial, it'll guide you, then the world will be open to you and you can walk around and do what you want. There are key landmarks that you can visit. Sometimes it'll be like a base that you can explore. There are underground caverns which contain various ores like iron ore, gold, mithril, all that jazz. So you can mine it with a pickaxe and collect it that way. Plenty of trees on the surface to cut down. There's scrap laying around all over the place. And as you would expect, there are nasty robots that are trying to kill you in the process. Combat is a little weird in this game. You have to hit F, the key F, in order to enter this combat mode. And then you pull out your shield and then you swing. It took me some getting used to. Typically, I would just hold in the right mouse button to block and then left to hit. No, you have to hit F to enter combat mode. I would really like that changed, to be perfectly honest with you. Luckily, there's a lot more positives than that one negative that I just mentioned. This is the kind of game that I would need to spend days playing to fully explore it. Eventually, you'll get your very own area to build a base. You'll be able to build walls and houses, and there's farming plots. You can put down a well, and then you can build a bucket so you can transport water between the two. Eventually, you can get power inside your base, and you can put these windmills down that generate power. You put a battery nearby, and they'll automatically connect. And then you can make seed makers so that you can deposit your vegetables and out come seeds that way you have an unlimited supply of food. There's a cooking pot. You just put 3 vegetables in it and it'll turn into soup. So you can do mushroom soup that you find these mushrooms laying around, or you can get carrots and throw them in there. And then again, use your seed maker to recycle so that you can continue planting those things. But you'll be unlocking better technologies as you go. There's these books that are laying around the environment, and that's how you level up your tech in this game. And there isn't a tech tree. It's just the crafting items are not all available right away. You have to find a certain number of books within a certain category in order to be able to build said item. So for example, this item, let's say this advanced armor piece, there's a crafting station for almost everything. There's a general crafting station, weapon crafting station, armor crafting station, alchemy station. But let's say I want to craft this high-end armor piece. Well, I would need six books of this technology, and then maybe 8 books of this technology. And again, these books are scattered around the environment, so you just have to find them. Once you find them and then you get the resources, you can start crafting these things. So it's not like a tech tree where you're, it's not a tree where you're picking this tech to unlock next and this. No, it's just find the number of books that you need in order to make this particular recipe available. That's how this tech tree is worked out. But again, this is the kind of game that I could and should probably spend days playing before properly reviewing it, because there's a lot more to this game that I haven't gotten to yet. But I've played it long enough to know that I'm hooked. I like it. I like the theme. I love the fact that the base building is kind of cool. There's also a base defense aspect where you'll have to put down turrets and defend your base. There are multiple difficulty settings as well, so you can make it an easy experience or even a peaceful one if you want to. If you don't want to deal with the bad guys, you can just put it on peaceful mode and have at it, so that the casual folks will be able to just build to their heart's content. If you want a base defense element to it, but you don't want it too tough, then there's that easy mode that I was talking about. That's also really cool. Yeah, and then again, there's harder mode should you want to delve deeply into that. I didn't bother building a house or doors or anything like that. Everything's sort of just out in the open right now. I've got fields. I've got various workstations. You can craft storage chests, and then you can even label them so that you can organize everything. That's really cool. So there's a lot to this game that, again, I haven't gotten to yet, and I want to see more of it. I totally recommend this. I know it's not available right now as of the date and time of this recording, but at least download the demo. And if you like it, then I would recommend adding it to your wish list because if you like games like Don't Starve or any other like top-down survival game, I think you'll really enjoy this one. I'm having a great time with it so far. And I haven't gotten to the other biomes in the game yet. I just know that there's like an underground cave that I was exploring for a little bit of time, and that gave me crystal. I found crystal that I could use for some of my recipes. There's, again, various shelters scattered around the map, and you can explore those, find books, weapons, and other things laying around. You can even craft new weapons should the old ones that you have break. One other minor complaint that I have, the way you actually harvest things in this game, let's say you want to chop down a tree, you have to click and hold the mouse button. If you don't continue holding the mouse button, you'll stop instantly and nothing will happen. So it's just weird that you just have to continuously hold the mouse button to do any sort of harvesting in this game. It's just kind of weird. But yeah, other than that, like for a pre-early access game, it's darn good, and I'm hoping that it can only get better, and it should. So definitely check this one out. If you guys haven't already subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube, that way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.